Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I decided to react to an Angry Grandpa video on Grandpa's Corner. Now, instead of going in order on the Grandpa's Corner channel like I've been doing with the Angry Grandpa Show channel, I'm just going to pick videos at random on his separate channel. So, let's see here. We already reacted to Angry Grandpa Eats Australian Vegemite, so I think we'll go with Angry Grandpa Friends with a Serial Killer. And there's 3 parts, so I'm going to try and do them all in one video for you guys, so we don't have to keep doing like part 1, 2, and 3. So let's get started with part 1, shall we?
Old Grandpa told y'all he ain't gonna get talk to y'all every day. But here I am. You know, back about 1975, I was just a young, dumb, full of cum, young man then.
Alright, I did not need to know all that, but anyway.
I went to work for the North Charleston Fire Department. And there was an old fella come up, man, damn police pull up, had him in the back, you know, and had him handcuffed. I said, good God, man, that looks like old Pee-wee. I used to remember this old boy named Pee-wee Gaskins.
Is anybody familiar with that name, Pee-wee Gaskins? Let me know down in the comments, alright? I never heard of him before.
And he was a crazy little shit, stood a little 5 foot, and he talked like me, you know, and he said, Charlie boy, we gonna get drunk tonight, you know, so we go out, boy, we get all drunk up, ride around, you know, and laugh and get in a bunch of trouble and shit, you know. One night I was in a damn bar called the Candy Apple Lounge over on Savannah Highway. And old Pee-wee was in there, man. He was about to fuck up. I done drank about a case of beer and I was pretty fucked up. And me and him got darking, you know, and I grabbed old Pee-wee and I slammed his head in the bar, boy, and I thought that motherfucker died. So, old Pee-wee lay there bleeding, you know, and he got up. He said, Charlie Green, you better be glad you my friend. Because if you weren't my friend, you'd be in my graveyard tomorrow.
If somebody told me that, I'd be like, I believe you. Be like, I don't want to hang around with you if you're going to say that to me.
Oh, Pee-wee, you funny motherfucker. You can't do a goddamn thing, man. Oh, Pee-wee tell me, he say, Charlie Green, you just better be careful. So, a couple days later, like I said, I was at the firehouse, and here come this old police cruiser coming. And old Pee-wee used to ride around. He had an old hearse. And he was always riding around that hearse everywhere. You just see him. He'd go off for days and not come back. Back to my story short, though. He was there at the damn police station. And they pulled him out, and I'm standing there at the back door because the fire station, police station was right there side by side back there when they first started incorporated into a city, see. Pee-wee get out, they get out there and bring old Pee-wee out there, and he look at me and he, Charlie Green. How they doing, Charlie Green? I guess I won't be seeing you for a while. So I laugh out there, what the fuck? They must have caught that son of a bitch drunk in a corner somewhere and bring him to the police station, sober his ass up.
If only if he knew, right? And thought I mentioned, like he said, his fire station and police station were like side by side. That's kind of like ours is, and we also got a sheriff's department too, right next. All 3 of them are in one spot, you know.
So that later on we watching the news, you know, and all of a sudden arrested Pee-wee Gaskins on charges of murder. The motherfucker was a serial killer.
Oh my God!
He was killing people and burying them all over South Carolina.
Oh heck no!
Jesus fucking Christ. Scared the piss out of me, man. I am not fucking lying.
No, I believe you. Agent P will be scaring the crap out of me. I don't even want to imagine it, but if you guys imagine that all of a sudden you see on the news one of your friends arrested for murdering people, you'd be like freaking out too, would you?
And here I am thinking, I done whip his ass in the bar, and he done threatened to put me in a graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I quit drinking. I
Mm-hmm.
quit smoking my dope for a while anyway, let's put it that way. But yeah, I got that. Oh my God, man. And here I am, I done whip his ass and go be in a graveyard. Sewed my ass up quick. But yeah, he killed him and another friend of mine. They killed his wife and baby.
Oh,
They killed
no.
people just because they didn't fucking like them. But I tell you what, tomorrow I'm gonna tell you more about Pee Wee tomorrow. Some things you didn't know that's gonna make you say, "Huh? My God, Grandpa used to run around with a serial killer." Holy shit! Talk to you tomorrow, youngins.
Man, it seemed like back in his younger days, that part of South Carolina he was living in was full of weird stuff happening. But anyway, that's part one. I'm going to pause the camera and pull up part two for you guys.
Told you I was gonna talk to you today now. Back to the subject of Pee Wee. Old Pee Wee, man, he was from a place called Conway, South Carolina. Nothing but goddamn rednecks and goddamn alligators and snakes around that part of the country.
First of all, I do not want to be in an area with snakes. Afraid of them alligators biting me.
But old Pee Wee, man, they convicted him of murdering them people, you know, and they were digging up graves all over South Carolina. And so they finally they took him to court, you know, and found him guilty. Sentenced him to death in the chair. Well, old Pee Wee, he laughed like, y'all think y'all got nothing on me. Well, one day they were going down, they were walking down the corner of the prison, and he didn't like one of them guards anyway. Well, Pee Wee had swallowed a razor blade. Wow. And they were going down the aisle, you know, the corridor of the prison. Old Pee Wee pulled that razor blade up out of his goddamn throat.
That guy got some nerves to swallow a razor blade. I mean, good Lord, if I did that, I would be cutting everything up in my throat and all that stuff. But he was able to do it.
And cut that goddamn guard's throat.
Woo!
So they took him back to court. Now poor guard died. And they had another goddamn charge. They took him back and they were gonna burn his ass. Pee Wee didn't give a fuck. He's already gonna die anyway. What do you got to give a shit? And Pee Wee was an artist. Pee Wee used to draw pictures of himself in the electric chair with a fucking egg frying on his head and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that guy's demented.
Pee Wee wrote me a letter one time while he was in prison. Sent me one of his pictures. Johnny Green, I miss you. You motherfucker, don't you miss me? Because I ain't got a goddamn thing to do with your motherfucking ass, you serial killing son of a bitch. I don't even fucking know you.
Yeah, I'll be the same way too. Be like, don't you dare talk to me no more.
But old Pee Wee, man, I swear so anyway, give him goddamn death for killing the guard. Old Pee Wee didn't give a shit. Didn't stop him. He was like, Pee Wee was infamous. And tomorrow I'm going to carry this story over. There's a lot more to talk about old Pee Wee.
Oh, man.
The old grandpa back in the day when he really didn't give a shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'm going to finish up this story with Pee Wee. The end is the best, and you save the best for last.
All right, here's part three, the final part.
Old grandpa here. You know, the last 2 days, I've been telling you about old Pee Wee Gasky. That's how he talks, you know. Little short piece of shit, killing people, burying them. And me and him got to fight, I whip his little ass, and he gonna threaten to put me in a graveyard and shit. Man. Well, damn, we'll finish it up. There was a guy in Myrtle Beach who this fella killed his mom and dad. So he hired old Pee Wee to kill that little motherfucker in prison. And old Pee Wee, he was always out for a buck, you know. Guy had a little canteen shit, you know. So old Pee Wee took the job, you know. he figured he'd hook up a radio, right? So when the guy put the radio, he plug it in, fry his brain.
Oh.
So Pee Wee, man, he rigged that old radio up. He rigged that radio up, and they were sitting out there, you know. He said, "Look at man, tell me this radio working. I'm gonna pass it up to you. It don't seem to be. I can't hear it too good."
I'll be like, nah, something's fishy about that. Here, you try to put it near your ear or something.
Goddamn cigarette. He said, "I don't seem to hear it too good." He said, I'm gonna hook it up, and you tell me if you hear it." That old crazy motherfucker took the phone, took that radio, and put it up next to his ear, and boom!
Ooh.
Blew that motherfucker's head off.
Ooh.
Well, they tried old Pee Wee for that, you know, and they arrested the guy that hired him, and he spent his time in the pen, too. And they give old Pee Wee another death sentence. Say, that little motherfucker, he doesn't have like 8 or 9 goddamn death sentences, you know?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
But every time before they kill him, he'd tell them where a body was, and they go dig it up. And another court case, you know, he'd have to go back to trial and get another 5, 6 more years.
Just go ahead and put him on death.
They just ignored his ass and cooked him, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Put him on the chair. Huh.
So, a few years later, they closed the old prison, you know. Been there for 100 years, you know, and they gonna rebuild it. They gonna tear it down, make condominiums. So they were doing a tour. Me and the youngins went on that tour. I took Michael and Charlie in there, you know. And now this is where old Pee Wee Gaskins used to live. That much, you ain't kidding me. You see how little this motherfucker is? That's where you gonna end up. You don't straighten your ass out, I guarantee you your ass gonna be in the prison. Well, one of them made it there, but at least Michael ain't gone yet. Yet. Anyway, we looking at old Pee Wee's cell, you know, and I thought to myself, you know, old Pee Wee from the days of running around, getting drunk and driving that little hunchy he's all over the country, that little motherfucker. So, anyway, back to my story. I gotta finish this up. Old Pee Wee, man, we look up there on the wall, and there's a big motherfucking pentagram on the wall.
Oh.
And my oldest son said, "Dad," I said, "What, Charlie? Ain't that your name in the middle of that motherfucker?" I said, "Oh my God, that little son of a bitch done put me in a pentagram on his wall in prison." Motherfucker hated me. Woo. I'm glad that little short shit dead. But Pee Wee, he gone, but he's far from forgotten. He ruined a lot of families. He ruined a lot of people. But old Pee Wee will live forever in the minds. And I guess he was the son of Satan. I see y'all tomorrow with a brand new vlog. Bye, youngins.
Alright, guys, that was Angry Grandpa talking about his time with a serial killer, which you would not think that he would have hanged out with somebody like that. But anyway. And also, when he mentioned that they were tearing down the old prison just to make way for condominiums, that's basically what's going on today. You're tearing down history and putting up something else. We got to make way for change, I guess. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and if you guys have a Angry Grandpa video you want me to react to, let me know down in the comments, please, okay? And I'll see you guys next time, and Happy Easter to all of you.